Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you've been before, I'm sure you're returning because you've already subscribed. However, if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the subscription button down below, and that way you won't miss any future videos. Today, I'm just going to do a straightforward gameplay review of a game I've played this week. This could be the game that I come first. Let's find out. Here we go then, let's get into the game. It's going to be an interesting one. As usual, jumping out of the plane at the start. So I've already pre-selected my destination. Going to drop into the airfield. Is it called airfield on this? I'm sure I'll pop up a map in a little while. But anyway, you can see my marker's already down. We're going to see how we get on when we get there. I'm really getting a lot out of dropping at airfield at the moment. I'm just rummaging through these little tents. They're very close together, and there always seems to be lots of boxes in there to open up, so you can tool up pretty quickly. Picking up a heartbeat sensor nice and early saves me getting my loadout. I use the heartbeat sensor a lot. It's a total crutch for me at the moment, and also grabbing a dead silence, which may well come in handy. Inside the circle at this point, and some shooting on my right already. You can see here on the mini-map someone is shooting, so that means there's got to be at least two players somewhere around there, which means they're pretty close. Pop up the heartbeat sensor just to check to make sure there's anyone in range. Doesn't seem to be anyone on it. Be surprising if anyone had managed to pick up Ghost at this point, so I would expect them to show up there if they were within about 50 meters of the heartbeat sensor. Quick look over there. What I'm trying to do at this point is get my 10,000 so I can get my loadout well. Quick peek out, see if anyone's there. I hate running around this side of the tent. It feels so exposed on the airfield side of things. Easy place for snipers to get you. Still no one on the heartbeat. Now you can also see at this point on the minimap this crown has appeared. That is a most wanted contract. Basically, if you kill them, you get a bunch of money. If they survive for 3 minutes, they get a bunch of money. So you can see that most wanted crown entering that building. Most likelihood is they're going to enter the airport control tower and run up to the top of the tower. Certainly what I would do if I was in that building and I had a most wanted. Go up the tower and stay nice and safe. Whether it's the same player we saw shooting earlier or whether it's a different player, I don't know. So there may still be someone about. I'm still desperately trying to get my last 2 grand to get my 10 grand together. Oh, it's not quite enough. Knowing there's someone up that tower, it's likely where they are. I could well be exposed to snipers from being in this building, but we'll see. There's the last bit of money to get me over 10 grand. And you can see in the building I'm in at the moment on the mini-map, there's a buy station right in it, so let's try and get my loadout. I ran out and turned left, failed to see the buy station. I was expecting the buy station to be there because that's where it is on the mini-map. So I tell you what, let's go out and turn right. It's never fun being here because it really feels like you're fully exposed to snipers across this airfield. So now I've got to find somewhere to chuck my marker to actually pick up my loadout. Go and hide in this crate to do that. There it goes. You'll see the crate coming down from the sky. I am praying it doesn't land on that tent. There we go. Run over to it. Pick it up. That red smoke is visible to everyone else, so it's quite an exposure. And I pick up the C58, the MP5. I've got my heartbeat sensor and Semtex. I've got cold-blooded, fully loaded, not fully loaded, overkill at this point, which means I get to take 2 primary weapons, hence the C58 and the MP5. And you can still see that crown on the mini-map, so our most wanted guy is still up in that tower. Let's see if we can go get him. So picking up the heartbeat sensor there, and there's 2 pulses on it, not just one, which I assume is our most wanted guy and also someone else trying to kill him. 2 pulses there. They could be up the tower, they could be at the bottom of the tower. Unfortunately, the heartbeat sensor doesn't give you any sense of verticality. let's get up there. Quick peek, just to make sure. Switch to my MP5s, which is a bit better close quarters. Have a peek around this corner. And immediately I'm shot in the back by this guy. He must have been right behind me the whole time and not appearing on the heartbeat sensor, because obviously the heartbeat sensor only shows you what's in front. Boom, easy kill for him. Let's say, hey, this guy's SA-44, not a bad gun. Here's some footsteps to my left. There he is. Into mines. I decided to go straight for the loadout because at this point, well, either someone's camping it and they'll just kill me as soon as I land, or I get my guns. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I've got my loadout back. No one seems to be shooting at me. Let's sneak along this crane, get to some high ground and see if we can see anyone. No one on the heartbeat. Stick my head over the edge. Have a quick peek around, see if I can see anyone, but I can't see anyone running around, and I decide I'm well exposed just sitting up here. So let's run back down. Thought I could jump off the edge there, but I couldn't. I can hear boxes in the crane, so let's go and see if we can pick up any other cash or anything. UAV, very handy, shows other players on the minimap for a few minutes. A few seconds or other, they don't last long enough. Get me armor, put me armor in, I keep forgetting to do that in this game. And for a little while I'm going to deploy some tactical lurking inside this crane and see if anyone else shows up. So this is the point I do decide to pick up this mission. I've never done one of these missions before, so I pick it up to see what happens. What are these supplies we're going to get? I have no idea. Here it comes. You can see that little yellow box showing us where it's going to drop in. I feel like it's quite a way, and I am running across prime sniper territory here. Running, still full of fear because these little warrens around these mines, they're so full of snipers a lot of the time. Just people lurking on towers, lurking on these cliffs. You can see already 2 people have appeared on my minimap over this side of the mines. Now I see this marker sitting on top of this crane and I start to think that I'm not going to be able to get there. That has happened to me before where I've had missions, then you just can't complete them because they get sending you to an inaccessible location. So quick running around, look for a ladder. I'd already run past the ladder, there it is. Can't get on the stairs. Here's the other ladder. Let's see what we get out of the box. Assuming no one snipes me at this point. So we get a UAV, already got a UAV up. So I call the UAV and pick up the next one, except I didn't pick up the next one for some reason. And I got a grenade launcher and some money, and I don't really want a grenade launcher because I'll probably kill myself with it. So you can see already on the minimap where I've popped that UAV, there are a number of players sitting all around me, up on these hills, up on the hills behind me. That's not a good place for them to be if they're snipers, and also down in this building. There's a player over to this side and a player here as well. So run back down, assuming the player who's in this building is going to be looking out of one of these windows. Someone's shooting at me from behind. Never good. You can see some guy ping on the minimap up here. Still this player in this window and a player down there. It feels like I'm being shot at closer than that though. That's the end of my UAV. Okay, so at this point we can see this ping on the minimap is 43.2 meters away, and it's the guy we saw in the corner of this building there. So we run in here, see what we can find. So you see him ping again. He's almost straight out of these windows. Have a quick peek, see who I can see. just going to get this crate just to shut it up so I can hear a bit better. So there he is. He's still on the mini-map. So he is almost directly in front of me across these conveyor belts. So he's still there. He's a little bit closer because I've moved forward, but it feels like he's not moving. Like, I feel like the reason he's now 35 meters away is because I've moved towards him rather than him moving anywhere. And he could be on any level in this building. It doesn't give you any kind of sense of verticality. So he could be on the roof, could be on the first floor, could be on the second floor, literally directly ahead of me. So he could be about to appear through one of these doors at any second. Circle's about to close again.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
And we've stayed within the circle. And he's still there. Have a quick peek out, see if we can see him on the roof. At this point, plenty more tactical lurking happens. He's still there. Chances are he's got a heartbeat sensor too. I don't have Ghost, so if he has a heartbeat sensor, he knows I'm in this building as well, which would probably mark him out to being a sniper. He is still there. I mean, I feel like at this point we're forming quite a bond. He's hiding in his building, I'm hiding in my building. We both know the other player's there. It's just a question of who's going to run away first. I think I'm going to call him Wilson. Hi Wilson, you still there? I'm still here. You're still there. You're not moving. I'm not moving. Still there. Now it's really a case of waiting to see where this circle closes to. And Wilson clearly has the same idea as me. We're both just going to sit here, tactically lurk until something happens. Still only Wilson on the minimap.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Now you can see the circle is closed and it's going to be closing into the building. So I have to move at this point. Wilson has to make the same decision as to whether he's going to move or go. The question is, when do we go? And I assume Wilson is a sniper, so if he gets a bead on me, he is going to shoot me in the back. Okay, so I'm just going to try and leg it over to these cylinders and see if I can get in them without anyone hitting me. Then I decide I'm going to run up this shoot thing and see how far along it is, see how much cover it gives us. Suddenly you can see on the minimap that red dot has appeared. So Wilson is shooting at someone. Run up this tunnel. And you will notice at the other end of this tunnel, there is a player. And immediately my thought is, he's trying to kill Wilson too. There he is. Nice easy kill. I'd be very upset if I wasn't him. And I assume Wilson survived that. So, at this point, I think Wilson is probably in one of these two windows. So go and steal this bloke's stuff. Check the heartbeat sensor. There he is. Wilson's still up there. Someone has called a cluster strike. You see those big red dots on the minimap? That is someone calling in a cluster strike right on Wilson. So bombs are coming in. This will probably force him to move. And another car has appeared on the minimap. Two cars have appeared on the minimap. 15 players left on the game, and they're all heading for the circle at the moment. So see what I can see. Oh, you just saw him through that peak. If you peek again, he was just in this window. If you saw it, have a look up. He is still in that building. There he is. He was just in that window again. Now, at some point, the gas is going to push him out of that building. Check the other way. Yep, sure enough, there's another player somewhere out in the other direction as well. Quickly peek out, see if I can see them. 40 meters ahead of me, so probably in that tunnel as well, in one of those buildings. Quick check on Wilson. So Wilson hasn't let the gas force him out yet, but he's going to have to move eventually. You can see a red minimap, a red dot has appeared on the minimap, so there's fighting in the center of the circle already. Have a quick peek. Wilson must know this is a prime shot to shoot him from because that other guy was trying to... There he is. Finally, Wilson has to make a break for it, and we can see him for the player he is. We finally see his humanity and the actual human he is, and now we're going to murder him. So I start shooting at Wilson, yet somehow, whether it's fate or destiny or my incredibly bad aim. Wilson gets away. Someone else comes running down the corridor. You hear an explosive go off. Someone's lobbed a grenade. Two people in front of me. There's a guy. He's chucked a grenade in, and the gas is on me already. Pull my gas mask on. Whew. I don't know if that was Wilson I just killed. I don't know if that was the other player, but I've still got to keep going. Armor up as I run across. Suddenly there's a player right on me. We both panic. He panics. I panic. Somehow I managed to kill that guy. 10 players left. I got 4 kills so far, including that first guy I killed in the gulag way back at the start of the game. So I'm still slightly on the outside of the circle. I have no idea this area of the map. All I know is we're about to hit a series of cliffs. You can see the road winding up through the cliffs on the mini-map. So the gas is now going to start pushing people into the circle. 8 players left. It is quite likely a number of these players have Ghost on now, so they wouldn't appear on the heartbeat sensor, so it is really not reliable at this point. The question is, where can I get a shot out to see if anyone else gets pushed out on the gas? Red dot just pinged up on the minimap again up these cliffs. Everyone appearing on the heartbeat, but that doesn't mean they're not there. We know there's at least one person up on those cliffs in the center of that circle. There's his ping again. So there's some fighting happening up there. And the gas is moving into the room, so it's time to go. I'm assuming other people are going to get pushed by the gas. And I'm in a tricky position because I've got cliffs behind me and open ground ahead of me. And the gas is going to push me up these cliffs. Only 7 players left now. Just waiting for other players to get pushed by the gas. Seeing if anyone pops out from behind that wall. Okay. Circles move, so I'm going to have to get into it again. So there shouldn't be anyone coming up this hill behind me now because that's where the gas is, and I'm pretty certain that area is clear, but you can never be sure. There could be someone just the other side of that cliff where my cursor is at the moment. I see some fighting happening up there. Can't see who's shooting, can just see lines of fire. Someone calls an airstrike in. Let's move up. It's time to move up. Again, got the same problem. I've got my back to my cliffs. Means there's no one there, but I don't know how to get up. Right on the edge of the gas now. We know there's someone up there because we just saw that shooting. 5 players left. Ah, there's some guy up the hill. And that's the game for me. That was always the problem with that. Is once you're being shot at from that angle, there's really nothing you can do about it because I couldn't get up those cliffs. So I got 5th. And let's watch that guy, see if he can convert my death into a victory. He's got the same problem I had. Although at least now he is inside the circle, so he's not being forced to move. He's checking for players making the same mistake I made again. Sneaking down the cliffs. No one down there. So he must be pretty safe from that direction. Only 3 players left now. He's still checking over that cliff. There can't be anyone down there though. He's already checked it and the gas is too close, surely. He is right on the edge of the circle. We're only looking for 2 other players. Suddenly the safe zone moves quite a long way, so this circle of safety that we're in at the moment is slowly going to drift towards the white circle, forcing everyone to move again. Now really in this situation you're hoping the other 2 players get into a gunfight first and you can just clean them up. He decides to make a break for it. Into the building. There could well be someone in this building. A ladder is risky at this point. There could easily be someone sitting at the top of it. Okay. Someone throws something explosive. You see someone parachuting down from the cliffs. Again, a long way. The gas is on this guy. There's the second player. Easy kill past that guy. Oh, but he's been seen. Now the guy down there is shooting up. At least this player's got the high ground. Yep. Lob a grenade if you're not sure. There he is. Gas is going to force him to move back. Oh my god. Into the gas. There he is. He's down. He's dead. So at least the guy who killed me eventually won the game, but that is the best game I've had in a while, although it did involve quite a lot of tactical lurking. Hope you enjoyed. So there you go. Fifth is the best I've done so far. It was a pretty good game. There was a lot of tactical lurking in it. And I got a few decent kills on the way, although some of them were a bit fluky. But I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like the video if you did have fun and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you very much.